Hey, what's up? It's Brandon here. I'm gonna go ahead and do a tour of my RV and show you some of the progress that I have done and talk about some of the ideas I have for what I'm gonna be doing to it here soon. Here it is. It's a 1972 Revcon. The makers of this RV had ties to the Airstream RV and the GMC motorhome that was a really big success back in the 70s. It's all aluminum, just like the Airstreams, and it's powered by a 455 Oldsmobile small block. It's a large small block. It's got plenty of power to pull this thing. And it being extremely light definitely helps. My dad got this RV from a car lot that his friend had connections to so the RV was sitting on the lot and was filled full of junk. So they just left it there. They abandoned it and left it for whoever got the lot next. I don't know exactly how it went down, but my dad was charged $270 to tow it here, and I just paid him for that, and it's mine now. Hopefully, my plan is to turn it into a home. Kind of like a tiny house, kind of like the RV life or camper life. I guess it is the RV life. So here's the inside. The inside was completely cleaned out. There was a lot of trash in here. There were some steel tables, lots of clothes, stuff like that. Some of the work that I've done was there's water coming in, there's condensation coming through. These vents over here aren't closed off. There was a refrigerator here and there were other panels. We shoved some stuff in there. It probably actually didn't help. Probably did more worse than it did good, because that's just trapping even more moisture in here. But it is what it is. The windshield up here has some leaks around it. You can see some light coming through up there. There's also, it looks like the window was left open, so the water would come down to this aluminum strip, right along that aluminum strip, and then come down and hit right there where it's dissolving some of the wood up, eroding it away. So this is going to have to be replaced. These panels up here I took off. I'm going to replace that with wood paneling, as I am the whole floor up here. Well, this is going to be close. It's not going to be real hardwood, but it's going to be like a vinyl or it's going to be a waterproof flooring, whatever I do. I don't really like vinyl, so we'll see what happens. I'll see what my options are. Tore the seats out. The seats, here's the driver's seat and here's a double for the passenger seat, which is pretty cool because it can swivel, and that swivel will go right here so it can face the driver, so the driver isn't so lonely on these long road trip rides, which I plan on doing. The window is starting to become delaminated, and I don't know exactly what kind of issues I'll run into with that, like if it's gonna have problems passing inspection. But I do understand that once it starts to become delaminated, there's no going back. And these new RV windows are expensive to replace. I've called and got numbers from people, and I don't know if you're supposed to negotiate with them or not, but they were asking $2,000 to $3,000 for both windows, I believe it was. I don't think it was each. That would be a little past ridiculous. So yeah, we've gutted it out the rest of the way, and I've started painting. All of the walls are white. I'm gonna keep these white. The back bathroom back here, I've taken all the cabinets off, and the toilet out. I've painted everything white, keeping all the trim. It's all teak wood. It's a pretty nice wood. From what I understand, you can't really get that anymore. This back sink is gonna go. The faucet's gonna go. I've already started to take that apart. It's kind of tricky. The back tub back here is going to be cleaned up again. I've already cleaned up a few times. There's a dead bird back here when I first found it. So there's a faucet down there, and there is a shower head up here. So I guess it's both a bathtub and a shower, both in one. That's pretty cool. I'm going to be putting hardwood floors in here. Not hardwood floors, I keep saying that. Hardwood, it's going to be like that fake hardwood. It's a nicer quality to me. It has like a waterproof rubber that goes underneath of the wood. That's pretty cool. Over here is going to be my bed. Bed's going to go up against that wall. It's going to be the width of that wall in the back there. And it's going to come out to be probably close to where this outlet is. So let's see. You can see it right there. That's about how wide it'd be. Over here would be the dining set. And that will fold out to be a bed. Over there will be a bunk bed, which is going to be kind of odd because of the way that that window is positioned. It's going to have to be halfway up that window. The refrigerator is going to go back where it originally was. Of course, this is going to be covered up by some sort of box. Probably going to make a cabinet for that for storage. Over here, I'm going to have the kitchen set, the sink where it originally was, the stove, and then maybe a microwave up top. But yeah, this is it for now. I'll go around and show you what the outside looks like before I power wash it. I really don't plan on doing much to it. It looks like somebody painted it, like the last person that had it did this. So that's just it looks like an extra coat of painting. I don't know why they do that, but that's all gonna be power washed off. And then I think I'm gonna keep it pretty original. Maybe just take the rest of this rubber off right here. And don't really see any need to do anything else. Maybe put an awning up on the outside. Seen where some people will take it down to the bare aluminum and polish it up, and it looks a lot like the Airstream. So that'd be pretty cool too, but that might be something further down the line. If I have this thing for 5-10 years, I might decide to do that. But yeah, the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to pay rent. And I mean, rent anywhere around where I'm at is going to be $600. If you are with roommates, you might get it down to $300, $400, but then you're sharing a place with other people. You're still going to have to pay probably a few utility bills. That could easily add up to a couple $100 more. And that's just living paycheck to paycheck, basically. I'm 22 years old, and I don't see any reason to be held back by responsibilities like that. I don't have kids, I don't have a wife, anything like that. I don't see a reason that I need to have something really, really nice and comfortable for it'd be way more than what I need. This right here is all I need. It's on wheels. I could use this thing for anything. I could use it for going on road trips. I'll definitely live in it. And it's solid. I mean, that's a solid structure. Once I get everything, the leaks figured out, and we got the engine running. The engine's gonna need some more work. I'm gonna need to put some more money into it. What we needed to do, as you can see right here, the gas tank's not hooked up, so we just connected this for temporarily to see if we can get it running. We borrowed my dad's friend Donnie's spark plugs and distributor off of his car so that we could get it running. It did run, so we're going to take all that back off and give it to him, and then I'm going to invest in my own distributor. They also make a fuel injection kit for these things. They programmed themselves. My friend George was showing me the link to it, and that would make it really reliable. I'm not really mechanically inclined. I get a lot of the help that I get for this engine from my dad and from other friends. So if say I do go on a road trip that's a few hours away, I don't want to get stuck out there and then have to pay for accommodating it to get off the road if I were to break down the highway or something like that. It just wouldn't make sense I really need to invest in making this thing reliable, because that could save me a lot of money in the long run. But yeah, this wood up here is all going to have to be replaced. It's nice because it's insulated. This might stay. This piece over here is definitely going to have to go. You can see right there where it was all eroding from the water, from the leak. And then this piece right here had completely rotted away. But besides that, it's really just this front end that's leaking. And hopefully I get that all figured out and it's not as difficult as it seems. It really just sounds like it's the gaskets up front. All the gaskets on all these windows are all going to have to be replaced. They're all kind of rotted away, so that shouldn't be much. And they're all flat. They all should be things that I can make if I can't find them. I don't plan on putting a lot of money into this thing because it really wouldn't make sense. I do plan on investing money up front, which sounds kind of cuckoo, because investing money in something that is going to save me money, but if I can ride it out and if it works long term, then I figure if I could park this thing anywhere close to my work, I spend about $5,000 plus a year just going to and from work with the 4Runner that I have. The 4Runner gets 15, 16 miles a gallon, and I live 34 miles, I believe it is, from my work. So at 16 miles a gallon, it's charging me $10.66 in gas a day. That's over $300 a day. Even if I'm not going to work that day, or that day, yeah, even if I don't go into work, I'm still probably going to go to Winchester. I got friends there. I got things that everything. My bank's there. Everything else. I'm always in Winchester, so I'm paying $300. And the $300, that's just accounting for me going to work and back home every day. That's not going to the grocery store, other errands that I need to do, going to friends' house, which I do probably 50% of the time. So that's $300 that it could save me a month just in gas. So if I park this thing near my work, and for the most part I don't drive it, that could potentially save me $500 a month in gas. And $500 a month in gas, 12 months out of the year, that's over $5,000 that I could save just like that. So if I put $2,500 in it and I park it near my work for a year, I get a motorcycle or something like that, which I've been wanting to do anyways. That'll help me long term because I'm still going to be going out traveling and stuff like that. Of course, I'm going to go road tripping, and that's going to cost quite a bit of money because I'm probably going to be getting 10 miles a gallon. It just, I could afford that. People factor vacations into their life anyways. So I don't really see it as a big expense. But yeah, this is my plan. This is what I'm going to be doing with it, and I'm going to be making more videos.